Donchenko, Managing Director, Viva Money Solutions Pvt Ltd, a fintech company under the Four Finance Group. Under his leadership, the company has revolutionized credit access for near-prime customers. His strategic foresight and commitment to financial inclusion continue to drive Viva Money's mission, positioning it as a leader in the Indian fintech landscape. I now request him to speak a few words.
Okay, so let me start. The first thing that we got here, let's say, by surprise. We really didn't expect that our journey in like Indian business will lead us to get to such a conference. Because initially, once we were setting the business, it was focused on salaried people. But I'll arrive a bit later why we're here and what we're doing, how we are supporting self-employed and MSMEs. Just shortly about Viva Money. So we set it up approximately 2 years ago, and it took us about 1.5 years to do the proper setup, to do the IT development, to hire the team, to get the office, and to start sales. So we started sales. And as I told you at the beginning, we initially focused our product just on the salaried people. We thought like the demand is high and we should go there like many other lenders. So the features were pretty, of the product were pretty simple. We were trying to make it as no hassle as possible, because I mean the less documents we ask, the easier it is for the customer. The faster we provide a decision, this is the better for the customer, because we're not the only lender on the market. And for instance, like we're saying that 15 minutes approval, but frankly, if the customer has 2 documents in hand, what is PAN and Aadhaar, he can get on average approval and money in hand within 9 minutes. I mean, it's the actual figures. And of course, we were not targeting any high tickets. We were targeting bottom, not the very bottom, but let's say bottom of the market, because our loan limits are up to 2 lakh. The customer journey is fully digital. You don't need to meet with our agent. Even the KYC is done fully remotely. It's either VKYC or selfie. So everything can be done via your mobile app. And like just a guess, what is the figure? Anyone can guess what I'm talking about right now? Yes, you're almost right. So within 6 months, this is the number of installs. So it is just a proxy showing the demand. It doesn't mean that it is the number of approved customers or the loans, but those who got interested and came to us. And bear in mind, we were selling solely in Karnataka and Gujarat initially. We were not pan-Indian. So like just from 2 states, customers were coming in huge numbers. We really didn't expect such a demand. So, but the real funnel looks different, because really, once the customers come, some of them were not recognizing and they were not focused that we are really providing loans solely to people in 2 states. That's why, I mean, Pan India, we got full, proven registration with OTP, 2.6 lakh out of those 3.1 what I shown you on the previous slide, and only 5,000 active customers as of now, because 1.5 lakh are coming from different states. People are so hungry for the loan product that they really didn't pay attention that I'm lending to Karnataka citizens and to Gujarat citizens. As of now, we did 22 crore disbursals. I'll tell you a bit about our targets for this year. So definitely we're a startup. We're not giving lakh crore of money, but we're growing and we're targeting high figures. And my average ticket size right now is 42K per customer. And I'll tell you a bit later about self-employed customers and salaried customers. So coming back to the point, how we started serving the self-employed and how we arrived to this market. We started in December, only in 2 states, Gujarat and Karnataka, and targeting only salaried people. For the self-employed, it was straight away rejection based on the risk rules. But what we have seen in the funnel, that there was so many applications coming from the self-employed people, despite straight at the entry on our website, on our app, we were saying, please, salaried only. Still, they were coming in and trying to apply. So we decided, based on the demand, that we should test the market. If the demand is so high, why should we cut away those people? And we applied the same logic. We're not asking for any GST certification. We're not asking for any like account statement from your business. We are making assessment of the self-employed people based on their behavior as private individuals. So we provide personal loans to self-employed. And we don't ask how those people really utilize the funds, because we understand that most of those funds they don't use for their personal belongings, like they don't buy furniture for their apartments. They use, self-employed are using funds to improve their business growth, for the like trade turnover or something else. And so once we started with self-employed, what we've seen, that the loan ticket went up. And frankly, it is not based on demand, because we decide how much a customer can get, not based on what he is asking, but based on his risk quality. The better is the risk quality, the higher the loan limit we assign to a person. So I'll tell you later on, and you'll see that the risk quality of self-employed customers coming to us was really better than we expected and better than of the salaried customers. So, and in just this month, we made a launch in Maharashtra because we've seen like among those states which we didn't cover, Maharashtra was the one where the number of applications coming was the highest. Of course, it's based on the population numbers and so on, but still we made some survey, we made some research, and we understood that we should go there, extra to existing Karnataka and Gujarat. So over here, you can see how our customer base and how our sales were changing. So in the beginning 2 months, you see that the share of salaried customers in the sales were 100%. Once we opened the gate in February, we got 23% of sales coming to self-employed. And right now we have more than half of new loans sold to self-employed customers, because the demand is really high. And what I would like to stress, I don't do any paid campaigns targeting self-employed. Self-employed are coming via organic sources. That's why for me, customer acquisition cost of self-employed customer is almost zero. I'm not paying to any agencies and so on, you understand? We even didn't start the campaigns focused on the self-employed. We're just getting them coming themselves. And over here, you see the difference. So the average ticket size for self-employed, as I mentioned earlier, is about 46,000, while for the salaried, it's 38. So self-employed, really better from our scoring model. And over here, I also show you some repayment patterns, because usually, like after the EMI payment date, once the customer is due to pay, some people could be technically overdue. No one should measure really the 5 days or like 10 days being overdue, because it could be some technical reasons. Either delay in the salary or delay in some sales. So this one is based on 15 days. So once really those who had willingness to pay already paid. So over here, with this 15 days past due, we see that self-employed are really performing better. They are paying us better than the salaried customers. That's why, I mean, I'm happy that we opened the gate for those customers, and right now we understand that we should be focusing them, we should be targeting them, and we should maybe create some kind of a separate product for them. But at the same time, we'll keep it as simple as possible, because I believe the demand is so high because the product is simple. It doesn't require any extensive efforts from the business owner or like self-employed guy to come and get the loan. Sorry. Yeah, and just coming back to Maharashtra issue, once we were doing the research, those are the industry figures. So, and over there in the table by green, we highlighted the states we are in, Gujarat and Karnataka. And once we did this research based on MSME lending, we have seen that Maharashtra is definitely the largest market. It was one of the reasons why we decided to start expansion to the other states from the Maharashtra. Yeah, and frankly, like judging by the size of the Indian market, our aspirations are pretty moderate, because the size over here, I don't count business loans. I count only retail loans, because I mean, if you provide a personal loan to self-employed, it is counted under retail market. So like the total market is almost $600 billion. We are targeting a market share in 2 years to reach just 850 million, what is below 0.5%. But there is a huge opportunity across the market for all the lenders, and specifically in this segment which I am highlighting, personal loans for self-employed. And just to finalize some short-term goals, we're aiming to arrive to 40,000 active customers by end of the year. And to do 140 crore of disbursals by end of the year. And we'll start extra rollouts. So I'm planning to add 2 more Indian states, to cover 2 more Indian states in 2024, and to do pan-Indian expansion by middle of next year. And also we are looking forward to launch a couple of new products. So the first one is let's say, a personal loan with extended ticket size, because we understand that 2 lakh, our maximum, is not enough. And for those customers who have proven track record with us, we're gonna increase initially for 3 lakhs, later maybe we'll go for 5 lakh. And we're also gonna extend the tenor, because currently we provide up to 20 months. So some customers may need money for a longer period, so we'll go for 3 years. And to make it easier for both salaried and for self-employed, we're going to introduce scan and pay feature, because even for some small shop owner, once he goes and buys some stock, he can pay via QR code to his vendor. So, I mean, to make a payment direct from my line of credit to his vendor, so he will be able to do it once we introduce the feature. So please, if you have any questions, you're welcome. Okay, yeah. We have currently shareholder funds, what we are bringing from abroad. So for 2024, we are fully funded by equity. And we started discussions with the local Indian banks to fund our growth, to support us in 2025. So for next year, I'm expecting to have a split of 50% equity and 50% to be raised from the local market. Thank you very much and have a great day.
I request Mr. Dhaval J.